petals have large petals and small petals. The larger one has 5 hooks, while the smaller one also has. Let's start with the needle first. Thumb over index finger over middle finger, then pinch the coil. Hook it over. Clockwise winding. Crochet thread winding, clockwise winding, hook the first short needle. A total of 6 short needles need to be hooked. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we tighten this thread and tightly. At the first frame, the first letter V is pulled out. Then turn the wire counterclockwise and erect a standing needle. Let's hook this second circle. The second round involves adding 6 sets of short needles. 1 needle hooks 2 short needles. We hooked 2 short needles on this first needle within the same needle. Then a total of 6 loops need to be checked. We have finished crocheting 6 groups, then add the first frame, the first one with the letter V here. Pull the needle directly through the second coil, then erect another standing needle. Let's crochet the third round. We'll tighten this thread and fold it. Make sure there is no gap in between, then you can cut it directly. The third circle consists of 1 short needle and 1 short needle with additional needles. This is a group. There are also 6 loops in total. The first frame is to hook a short needle. The second frame is to hook 2 short needles. This is 1 short needle plus needle. The third group. A standing needle. Hook the fourth circle. The fourth round consists of 2 short needles, 1 needle, 2 needles. Then hook 2 short needles at the third needle point. It's just a short needle with added needles. Okay, this is a group. And then there are also 6 loops. One needle added. Then short needle. Short needle. Add needles. Short needle. Short needle. Add needles. Then the last set of short needles. Add needles. Let's take a photo on the first lap. Directly pass through the second coil. Next, let's mark the last circle. Insert the needle from the extraction point. Hook 3 short needles, a short needle with an additional needle, 3 short needles, then add another needle. This is a group. There are also 6 groups in total. Three short needles and 1 additional needle. Finally, there is a needle insertion. Make a pull tab at the first needle and bring it over. Then hook the small petal and now you can directly break it. Then just hide it in the back. This is a small one, then take the large ones. We need to weave another circle. I'll just go straight to this hook size one. The first one to stand up. The last circle of the large size consists of 4 short needles, a short needle with an additional needle. The small size requires 3 short needles to be hooked, and only 1 needle needs to be added. 2, 3, 4 short needles. Add another needle. Now our large-sized petals have also been crocheted, then directly disconnect the wire. Hide this thread and behind it. Just bring a few with you. We need to hook a total of 5 petals like this, 5 big ones, 5 small ones. Let's crochet the parts. Come around from the little finger, circle the index and middle fingers once. Pinch the intersection. Hook the line. Counterclockwise winding is carried out of the coil, the first standing needle. Hook 6 short needles. Or insert the needle from the coil. Hook this line over. There are 2 coils on your crochet. Wrap the wire counterclockwise to carry the wire through these 2 coils. Tighten, and here we have the first shot. Here, wind the wire counterclockwise. Insert the needle from the coil. Bring the counterclockwise winding. Take these 2 coils with you. A total of 6 stitches are required. Wrap the thread again and bring out 3 stitches. Good needle. Tighten this coil. Then add the first V we ticked. This is a V. Then this is the first stitch we hooked. We start with the first needle. Wrap the needle counterclockwise through this needle. Pass the second coil. This is a pull needle. Then wind the wire counterclockwise and stand up a standing pin. The first round is completed. The second circle is low plus needles. From this position where we stand up the needle, first stitch. It's still our first shot. Counterclockwise winding out. Reverse time person winding and then bringing it out. We are going to be in this first needle. Hook 2 short needles, that is the short needle plus the needle. Complete a set. We need low sets. Next, it is hooked with a short needle. The second one is also a short needle plus a needle. Second group completed. A total of 6 sets of hooks are required. So it's almost all short needles next. To crochet. Second round completed. Insert the needle at the first V position. Bring a lead needle. Counterclockwise winding. Bring out this upright needle. The second loop is crocheted. Third circle. The third circle is a short needle plus a short needle. Or insert the needle at the lead. The first needle hook 1 plus needle, second needle hook a short needle. This is a group. A total of 6 loops are enough. 1 plus needle. A short needle. The third group adds needles. Short needle. 3 loops. There are 6 sets to tick in total. Pull the first upright needle at the first pin. The next circle is 1 plus needle and 2 short needles. Or hook 2 short needles at the first stitch. Second needle hook a short needle. The third stitch also hooks a short needle. This is a group. A total of 6 sets of hooks. Fourth round completed. Do the pull at the first stitch. Lead over. Insert the needle and hook it again. At the beginning of each lap, there is a standing pin. Fifth round, 1 needle and 3 short needles. Also tick 6 loops. Hook a needle first. Semi or short stitches. This is a group. A total of 6 sets are ticked, and so on until the very end. Fifth round completed. On the 6th lap, we hook 3 short needles. Hook a short needle for each stitch, or insert the needle here in the first needle. Each frame corresponds to only 1 frame checked. No frame added. 30 frames in total. Sixth lap completed. Set up a standing needle. On the 7th lap, we need to hook its outer half needle. It's the needle that's away from us. Have a micro on the hook side. Look, this is a V. Then we are going to pick this outer half needle. It is also 30 stitches. One end of the needle corresponds to one hook. Just pick half a needle straight like this. When we draw this circle to the end, or do the promotion at this first position first. That's our first shot. Then stand up a needle. On circle bar, we are hooking a needle. 5 short needles. The first needle and hook 1 plus needle. Then 5 short needles. This is a group. There are 5 sets of hooks in total. It's 35 stitches. 1 plus needle. Then 5 short needles. The 8th lap is finished. The 9th lap is 35 short needles. That is 1 needle and corresponds to 1 hook. No needle added. There was no needle reduction. The 9th lap is crocheted. The 10th circle is 1 plus needle and 6 short needles. There are 5 sets of hooks in total. Stand a standing needle first, hook 1 first and add a needle. Next are the 5 short needles. Next are 6 short needles. This is a group. There are 10 groups of 5 in total. 10th round completed. Next laps 11 and 12. They are all 40 reduced short needles. One end of the needle corresponds to a short needle, so we hook twice. Round 13. It's a needle. 9 short needles. There are 4 sets of hooks in total. Hook 1 on the first needle and add a needle. Then hook 9 short needles. Okay, so a total of 4 sets are hooked. 13th round completed, and then 14, 15, 16 circle. These 3 circles consist of 44 short needles that are neither added nor subtracted. 1 stitch corresponds to 1 hook. End of lap 16. 3 laps in total. And then we are going to do lap 17. 17 laps is also 44 short needles, but you need to flip it at the end. So let's take out 44 short needles first. Stand a standing needle first. It is also a short needle at the end of each needle. Lap 17 1 year done. Well, it's also the pull at the first stitch. Then wind the wire counterclockwise and stand up a pinhook. Lap 18. We need to flip the production counterclockwise like this. Tick back. Hook 1 plus needle short needles. 1 plus needle. Okay, purchase a total of 4 sets. 1 plus needle. 10 short needles. Lap 18 is crocheted. Do the pull at the first stitch. First stand pinhook, the 19th circle. Laps 19 and 20 are both hooks for this outer half needle. Stay away from this half needle. 48 short needles that are not added or reduced. Each end of the needle corresponds to a hook. On lap 20, we are still hooking the outer needle. Then hook the outer half needle. It is also 48 unreduced short needles. Lap 20 is also crochet. Laps 21 and 22 are the last 2 laps. Well, it's also 48 unreduced short needles. This is the whole pin hook directly on this one. No need to adjust the outer half needle. Hook directly into the whole needle. 48小时 hooks a total of 2 hooks. Then we leave a 15 to 20 cm line. Just use it for sewing. After disconnection, let's flip the last 3 laps out. Give it the shape of a flower pot. The bottom one can be recessed for him. That's it.
Now let's learn to hook leaves. Take out the green line first, from little finger to index finger. Then just pinch. Circle clockwise. Hook the line counterclockwise. Pulled out of the coil. Tension. Let's hook 2 lock pins first. 1, 2. And then second to last. Rewind.
1, 2. Enter the second V word into the needle. Hook 1 and add a needle.
Just the needle in the middle. Then wind the wire counterclockwise. Hook a lock pin. Flip. Turn it over counterclockwise. In this first stitch here, hook a needle.
1 needle mother, hook 2 short needles, which is 1 plus needle.
The second needle mother is also a hook with a needle. Then hook a lock pin and flip the producer. Hook a needle. We have 6 stitches in this row now. 1 plus needle, 2 short needles. Hook another needle at the end of the last needle. Hook a lock pin. Flip the fabric again. The first frame is still a plus frame. The first and last frames are both plus frames. In the middle is the short needle that is not added or reduced.
Now there are 4 short needles in the middle.
4. Finally, a needle. Then we hook another lock pin. Flip the production again. Hook by short needles. No change, no reduction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then hook another lock pin. We flip the fabric. The 6th line first hooks a short needle and adds a needle. Then 6 short needles. The last one is still a short needle plus a needle. Another lock pin, flip the producer. Lines 7 to 16. It's all 10 short needles. Keep hooking like this. You have to knit to line 16 in total. Next, take line 17.
First, set up a lock pin. Flip the producer.
The first is to reduce the needle. Hook the first inner half needle first, then hook the inner half of the second needle. Counterclockwise winding. Go through the first 2 coils. 2 coils after the winding tip. Then hook 6 short needles. The last 2 needle ends are still hooked with a reduced needle. Take the first 2 coils, wind the wire and then take the last 2 coils. Then the first lock pin. The 18th lap is 8 unabated short needles. Then stand another lock needle hook for the 19th circle. The first one is also a reduced needle. Inner half needle. Take the first 2 coils, then wind the 2 coils behind the tape. Then hook 4 short needles. Hook another reduction needle. Stand up another lock pin. Next, let's mark the 12th circle. It's just 6 short needles. "20th lap finished." Hook a circle of short needles. Take the first shot at the first corner. Just take it until this position. Sew a circle. Then our line should be longer. Next suture. Cut off the extra thread at the back. Ring starter. 6 short needles between hooks. The second circle hooks 6 plus needles. Hook 2 short needles in each stitch. Change the green line on the third line and take it. Hook 12 short needles. Let's put the thread in the back and bring it over. Stand the standing needle first. Then hook a short needle for each stitch. Let's wrap the back 2 threads around this crochet and hide them. Hide about 4 needles and you can break the thread for him. In addition to the first needle extraction, stand up a needle. We can flip it out a bit. For the fourth lap, we need to hook 1 plus needle and 1 short needle for a total of 6 sets of hooks. We hook the outer half of the needle. Hook a needle first. Hook another short needle, which is the outer half of the V-word. This is one group. We have to take 6 groups in total. Now I have enough for 2 sets. The last stitch we pull at the first stitch. Bring the wire here directly through the coil at the back. Then break the line and replace it with a white line. This black one can also be cut off. We put the white thread at the back, hook a standing pin at the first stitch. Hook 18 pull needles. The pull needle is crochet winding straight through the back coil. Come and hook a circle. Then pull directly at the first needle. Hook another cutting pin. In the 6th circle, we will hook 1 plus needle and 2 short needles. There are 6 groups in total. We put a needle in his outer half. It's a V-word, and we have this half stitch on the outside that starts to tick. Hook a needle first. Two more short stitches. This is a group. Keep ticking until it ends here.
6th lap completed. 7th lap, 8th lap, 9th lap. It's all 24 unabated short needles.
Just hook a short needle for each needle. That's 3 turns. The 10th circle is a reduced needle and 4 short needles. There are 4 groups in total. Needle reduction is to pick the inner half of the 2 needle heads, then combined into 1 stitch. The wire passes through the first 2 coils, and the wire is wound with the last 2 coils. This is a reducing needle. 4 米 or short stitches. This is one group. A total of 4 groups are hooked. Okay, the 10th lap is done. Disconnect the line, hide the line. He needs to leave about 3 mm of thread for one of his reflective embroideries. Take out our suture needle and thread the remaining thread. Come through here where black and gray meet. Don't pull it too tight here, don't bend it for him. Put the needle in this position. Take the string and go around it 3 times. After winding, press this winding place with your hands. Thread the needle through. Go in from this place just now. And then the highlight of the eye goes away. This thread can be hidden or broken for him. Next, we start to connect the petals. The first thing to connect is the small petals, and we connect the small ones together first. So the front covers the top. Let's find the location where we just disconnected. Stack them together like this and thread the 2 needles together. Take out our purple thread. Bring it here. Stand the standing needle first. Then hook 4 short needles so that the 2 pieces overlap and hook. Each stitch corresponds to the one behind it. Okay, now the 4 stitches are done. It is equivalent to it has been connected. Cut it off. Then connect to the next piece. Four stitches per petal. There are 5 petals in total. The second petal is connected. We need to connect a total of 5 petals. Cover it like this, with the reverse side facing towards yourself. Don't sew like this, it's reversed. After the small petals are connected, to stand up the needle at the first needle, we'll attach the larger petals. We need to hook 2 short stitches first. Just stagger this position for it. And then go again, just like before, 4 stitches. Wear the front and rear together like this. Sew the big one together like this, and it will be staggered like this. Our petals are closed. We then change the green line to hook the flower path. Stand up a needle. Then we tighten both wires. The first circle is 20 short needles. This place may be a little difficult to hook as long as the end of each needle corresponds to one stitch. Hide the thread over the crochet. In this way, each end of the needle corresponds to a hook. Hide about 3 or 4 stitches in this thread, and it can be broken. Cut this purple one for him. This green one has thread, you can also cut it off. Okay, and then we take the circle. After hooking this circle, we will stuff the cotton in it. Hold this eye up. Then we hook a reduced needle and 2 short needles. Hook the first reduction needle first. Hook close to your inner half needle. Adjust 2 stitches. Reduce the needle and then 2 short needles. This is one group, a total of 5 groups need to be ticked. This circle is finished, and the next circle is a reduced needle and a short needle. Also tick 5 groups. Hook a reduction needle first. Hook his 2 inner half needles. Then pass the first 2 coils. 2 coils behind the winding tape. Then hook a short needle. This is a group. There are 5 sets in total. Okay, we are done crocheting this one too. From the 6th to the 28th lap, each lap consists of 10 short needles that are neither added nor subtracted. We hooked ourselves to the 28th lap. It goes from the 6th lap to the 28th lap, and each line is an unreduced 10 stitches. The 29th circle, we need to change the black thread and start weaving the soil. We put this line in the back. When we take this line, we have to hook the inner half needle close to ourselves. We are going to hook half the needle inside. Then all the hooks are at the needles. Pick the half needle close to you and bring the thread over. 2 stitches are hooked inside each stitch. Only pick half a needle. Each stitch has 2 stitches, making a total of 20 stitches.
The 30th circle consists of 1 needle and 3 short needles, making a total of 5 hooks.
Stand the standing needle first. Then 1 add needle and 3 short needles. This is a needle. Then 3 short needles. So a total of 5 sets of hooks are required. Then the next line is 1 plus needle and 4 short needles, which are also hook 5 groups. This is one group. You need to take 5 groups. The fifth circle is 1 plus needle and 5 short needles, so you can add it all the way down. The next circle is 1 plus needle and 6 short needles. Let's finish this circle first. This is 1 plus needle and 5 short needles, which are also hook 5 groups. The last circle is 1 plus needle and 6 short needles. 1 plus needle, then 6 short needles. After 5 sets of hooks, keep 50 centimeters of line. Because of the sewing, just break the thread directly. Finally break the thread, put it aside and wait to sew with this flower pot.
For the synthesis of the flower pot, let's bend this flower rod for it first. Then insert it into this flower mirror. Bend its head. Let it bend straight like this. And then we fold it like this. Just fold it into this shape. We stuff cotton in the flower pot. Fill it up. It also has a plastic gasket inside that is hard. Pad it inside, and then stuff it with cotton. And then we give him this to put in there. Then take out our stitches. Thread the thread through. This is where we connect, put it through the back. We're stitching from the back of it. Here are 2 lines. These are the 2 lines left when we did the outer half of the circle. We tie it into this line. Each end of a needle corresponds to a needle of this black wool. Sew it up needle by needle. Sew in this way 1-to-1 correspondence. Sew this circle like this. Okay, now we're done sewing and hiding this thread from it. Our leaves can be wrapped directly below. Just roll it up and sew it together for him. One final adjustment. Our flowers are ready.